Hey guys, Sure Shot Midget here, doing a comparison on two different Western Arms style magazines. Now, I wish I had more than two different brands, but here's the G&P and here is the King Arms. There's lots of different brands out there. AGM has one, but they're hard to find because it's a Chinese copy of the Western Arms. And then the Well, which obviously they're not very good, and then the King Arms. I would say the Well is even worse than the King Arms. Let's start with the King Arms. It holds 50 BBs. The front here is plastic. This is metal. All this. The valve is right here. One thing I do not like about this valve is this input. The input is actually a lot thicker than a lot of propane adapters. The propane adapter that I have, this is too big, so I have to buy another propane adapter because when you push it in there, it actually shoves down this part and it gets stuck in there and it just sprays all the gas out. So I had to load this up with low-powered gas because that's what I had on hand. Was a can of Duster gas, so I filled this thing up with Duster gas, and then this one I filled half with propane, half with Duster gas. So this one holds 50 rounds. You got the Hammerlock here. Or not the Hammerlock, the, what do you call it? I don't even know what you call this, honestly. Right there. It's something lock. This is the output valve, the knocker valve, where the knocker hits. And this is where the gas comes out of. Rubber there. It's a good idea to squish it and then lube it up. Kind of make it a little bit, thicker, I guess, so it's not so dried out. Now, I've had no leaks in this so far. It is about 2 weeks old. I have kept gas in it the whole time, and I haven't had any leaks. I did have one of these, and it leaked, and I sent it back to Evike, and then they sent me this one back, and it seemed like this one, the valve here is actually out more. So that tells me that the seal on this one is thicker than the one that I had before, because this was actually screwed in more, which, if the valve, or the seal is thicker, it would be out more. So this one is definitely higher quality. I'm buying another G&P one for my birthday. My order is going to be in 3 weeks, but I won't get my products till about 5 weeks. But I'm going to do a huge unboxing, pull it out of the box, and load it with gas, about 5 seconds worth of gas, and then test it out, and then put it back in the box, make sure there's gas in the mags, and then probably 2 weeks later I will get it for my birthday. So there's 2 screws on the top here. I have not had this come loose yet, and the feed lips are metal, and honestly I would have no reason to not like these feed lips, because I've never had metal feed lips break. These retail for $32 on Evike. Now they're $40. But these are in stock, so if you're looking for one of these, go pick these up. Then the G&P. Now, the G&P are actually $36 on Evike, but they're pre-ordered. It seems like products are cheaper when they're pre-ordered. I don't know if that's true or not. That's how this one is. So I'm ordering this one. Like I said, I'm not ordering for about 3 weeks. So by then, it should be in stock. If it's not, it's still going to be pre-ordered. And I'm not going to cave in and buy a King Arms. I'm just going to buy the G&P, mainly because I'll be able to use my propane adapter I have now, but I'm buying a different one anyways, just to use as a spare. So this one is a lot smaller, the input valve, so I like that a lot. No leaks. Right here, this actually seems to be recessed more than this, and I think it's because this one's newer, and when my gun actually worked when I would fire it, this one would have more power to it, because this one then was a week old, and this one's a year old. So I think that's why. I've lubed them all up. The seal here is about the same. Perfectly fine. Holds 50 rounds. The feed lip is metal. 2 screws there. This one has gotten loose, and I had to tighten it down. And the bolt lock switch is actually gone. There's a hole there for one right there, but it didn't come with one. I bought this used, but the guy never used it because he got it for his gun. He got it for his WE, and it didn't work. He was a complete noob. So I traded it for 2 AEG mags, high caps. One was a JG high cap, and the other one was Neko one fat mag. So I got a pretty good deal out on that. So that's really a comparison of the externally look. You shouldn't have any issues with fitment. This King Arms has a bigger lip, more like a real one. This one is not really a very big lip at all. You can tell the difference. So, let's put it in the rifle. Now, this is my rifle. It is non-functioning. I just ordered a rail, and he actually shipped today. I PayPal'd him today. Thankfully, he could ship. It's a UTG 9.25-inch rail, and I measured it, and it will come up all the way till here. Yeah, right here. This groove right here. And what I did is I actually put a thread switcher, so it actually switches to counterclockwise, from clockwise to counterclockwise, and I put this VFC Scar flash hider on here, and my JBU inner barrel goes out to the tip. So this thing is about an M16 length barrel. It's 16 inches, I think. I think M16 barrels are 16 inches. If so, I'm not sure on that. If so, this one is actually longer because the barrel goes for another good 2 inches through the flash hider. So I'm gonna have to have good range out of this. So you'll see an update on this and a shooting test. When I do the shooting test, I'll just use the 2 mags, but I'll have the rail. Also, my hammer spring is gone. I ordered one from China. It's a 5KU, 130%. It should work. I really hope it does. I can't wait till I get it. By this Friday, I will have the rail, and I'll put the rail on, so it'll be externally complete. I'll pop my front sight on the rail. It'll be externally complete. It's just that hammer spring I'm waiting for. So let's try fitting it. I will make an update and a shooting test on this gun. I won't do the update until everything is working fine, though. A little bit of wobble, but that's when the bolt lock is forward and let me release it. I don't want to load these in the chamber. There's a little bit, but nothing to be worried about. And it drops freely. That was the GMP, to be clear. When the bolt is locked back, wobbles a little bit. Let it forward. Just a tad, not a whole lot. Nothing that would bother me. I don't care about mag wobble. I am big on handguard wobble. That bothers me so much. That's part of why I got the free float, and I know I won't need this delta ring for it, so this is going to come off. I just put this on here to keep the barrel on. But that rail is the mount is going to screw into here, and then it's going to mount onto that. And it's going to go out to here again. So my barrel is going to stick a good bit out of the rail, which I don't know how I feel about that. My brother has an upper for his, and he has a 16-inch barrel, but he has a rail that goes all the way out to here. So it's a good 2 inches longer than, yeah, a good 2 inches, 3 inches, maybe 4 inches longer than mine. I'd say 2 inches. So yeah, gas efficiency-wise, they're both pretty good on gas efficiency. I feel like the King Arms is about the same, honestly. I think it's a little bit less, but this one, the King Arms, has more power to it, it seems like, because the valve sticks out a little bit more, and I think that's because it's new. And obviously, doesn't fire because my hammer spring is gone. I have my hammer and bearing ready to put in here. I know how to install it. It'll probably take me 5 minutes to install it, and then I'll be able to shoot it. I have my JB inner barrel. I have my hop up. I'll have to set my hop up because my bucking is actually like pushing down. It adds a lot of hop. So I put 0.25 gram BBs in here because with my stock barrel, I was using 0.2s in order to, because my hop was not hopping them. But the way I have it now, my bucking is being pushed down quite a bit. So I just upped them by 5 grams. And that's what I'm going to shoot. I have 20 in each of these. So when I get my hammer spring and my rail, I will shoot it. With this bolt is the least gas efficient. So if it works with this bolt, it has to work with the other one. But I will make the shooting test with both bolts. And when I do get the hammer spring, I will test it out with both bolts before I make the video. Both of them will lock back. But this one's less gas efficient, so I hope that, this one is more gas efficient because, I'm completely changing the hammer spring, so when that hammer comes forward, it's got to release more gas, letting having a better smack on that knocker. It has to be better gas efficiency. If it doesn't, I won't be bummed because my other bolt is completely gas efficient, and the recoil is insane. And the smoothness. This one is smooth when you cock it, but when you fire it, it cycles slowly. But it cycles every time. It's not like, I'll show you. It's not like it goes back this far. It's not like it goes back this far. It goes back all the way because the bolt will actually lock back. So it goes back all the way. It's just like, that's the action right there. But with my other bolt, it's like, it's a lot better. It's the way it should be with my second bolt. This one I just put in here because it's the worst. And when I get my hammer spring, I'm going to test it out in the basement. Make sure it's shooting good just in the basement. Make sure it's cycling. And once it's cycling, I'll actually go take it outside and do a range test. And I'll hop it up. Once it's hopped up, I'll do a shooting test that day. And then my update will probably be the next day. So thank you for watching, guys. And give me 2 weeks, and I'll have both videos up. Because in 2 weeks, I'll have both parts and both of them installed. So thank you for watching.